Dr. Dan Pompa, it's so
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah, good to be here, especially with this topic.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, what we are going to talk about is this amazing new vitamin.
Yeah.
I've actually bottled it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the first person on the planet to ever bottle it.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And the studies, the science around this particular vitamin,
Yeah.
it's massive.
I know.
And yet, I can't believe no one's actually bottled it until now.
Well, it was
when
hard
the
to
science
find
is
it.
so
I
big.
had to go, look, really hard to find a good place to harvest this. But
Yeah.
vitamin G, if you haven't heard about vitamin G, you're going to hear about it today. This is going to change your life, right?
Yeah, it is proven to change lives.
Yeah, vitamin G, 100% pure gratitude. And Dr. Pompa, what can you tell us about gratitude?
Well, I start my day with it. It's like, and I really do, right here, as a matter of fact. But yeah, no, literally, I start every day with massive gratitude.
Yeah.
And for me, and that's different for everybody, but for me, it's in my prayer time.
Uh-huh.
It's like, and I'm always thanking Him, and because that means the most to me.
Yeah.
And when I do that, when I start my day like that, my day starts different. Of course, like many people watching this, you have those days, right, where you don't.
Right.
And I'll tell you, those days are very different
Yeah.
than when you start with gratitude. And I wasn't kidding when I said the science is really strong around this.
Yeah.
The science is very strong around this. The people that start their day with gratitude, it literally sets up our neurology, our thought process, affects our subconscious, and literally it changes how we present ourselves. It changes literally our cells, and that's a lot of Bruce Lipton's work.
Right.
Biology of Belief, if you want
Yeah,
to read the book.
absolutely.
Incredible stem cells, or cellular scientist, really. But what he showed was our thoughts affect our cells, and literally it could drive inflammation or not, but then that affects our DNA that we produce, and then that produces different proteins. So in his book, he literally talks about how our thoughts change who we literally are.
Yeah.
Gratitude is actually the number one thought
Wow.
that changes our cells.
Right.
Gratitude, yeah. So, okay, so that said, then, tell them about what you did, because I was like, that is the greatest idea ever. Yeah.
So this is this gratitude. It starts out here. I'll just read some of the directions on it because I think it's important
I think so
to
too.
know how to use
I'm
it.
grabbing one.
Because a lot of people don't, And so what I say here is, hold the bottle in your hand every morning and think of 10 things that you're grateful for. Now, one thing I realize, sometimes that's too much. Sometimes on a bad day, think of one thing you're grateful for.
That's right.
Practice that and get yourself up to where you can think of more until you actually change the way you're feeling.
And by the way, some of my gratitudes are the same every day.
Uh-huh.
And then sometimes, of course, you have that big one, like we just had a new baby, right? Like, okay, yeah. I mean, how do I not put that in now, right?
Yeah.
But that's something new that I've added to the gratitude of, God trusting me with serving Him by serving so many other people back to hell. I'm always grateful for that. I'm grateful that my children, are healthy, happy, serving the mission with me. There's so many things, but the point is those things are typically on my gratitude plate every day. But then I have the things that I was gratitude. We just filmed something big. I was so grateful for that. Right?
Yeah.
That may have been that day. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And this takes me back to when I first met you too. We were at Cal Jam. There's a huge 8,000 people there, and you got on the stage and you started talking about the cell, and you drew a circle, and that changed my life because I've been in and out of nutrition all the years, but there was never a way to really get down to the core of it. And then our friend, who you didn't know I knew her at the time, Mindy, walked right in, gave you a hug, and walked back in your booth, and I went, what the heck is that? Yeah. And I'm very grateful for that, because Mindy said, just start with them, just join, and I did. Changed my life. Yeah. And now we're out here helping other people.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Oh my God. And the other thing is, then the second thing you should do here is express gratitude to the first 10 people that you meet or see. And that's so important. I mean, so often I go into coffee shops or whatever, and the people are, they're just running through the day giving you coffee. And if you just compliment them, say thank you, hey, it's really nice of you being here, you can change that person's life.
Yeah, totally. You left me a note yesterday.
Yeah.
Because he came in and I allowed you to do certain biohacks because your daughter had some surgery. and you left me a note of gratitude.
Yeah.
And it made me feel good.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I mean, you said nice things in there. You didn't just say thank you.
Yeah.
You know, but you were saying, you know, what a world changer that I am, and I thought to myself, you know, how thoughtful that you did that, but you know, I felt that.
Oh,
So
thanks.
thank you.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but that's a habit. You know, that's a habit you've done, right?
Yeah.
So,
And the direction number 3 is repeat often.
yeah.
So that's what you do. And
Yeah, I think I read some of the things in here. So this is free of what?
BPA. BPA free. There's no toxins in the gratitude. Let's see. Naturally sourced, and that was the difficult part, was finding pure 100%
Yep.
gratitude.
Yep. I see it's non-GMO, thank gosh.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
yeah.
okay, uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
and then the one thing that
It is organic.
It is organic. And the one thing we talked about is I put no animal testing on there, but that was a mistake because we've tested it
On animals.
and ourselves.
Yes, exactly, right. I think I was the one that said, well, wait a minute, no animal testing.
Yeah.
No, I've tested this on my animals.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, they tested on me because I'm so grateful for my pups.
Exactly.
I'm surprised one hasn't walked in here
I
yet,
know.
actually. But yeah, so I think then the best thing of this is this becomes a reminder.
Yeah.
Right? There's not a physical pill in the bottle, but
Yeah.
it becomes that big reminder.
And you know, a friend of mine, I gave these out at right around Christmas to this group that I'm part of. And the other day, one of the guys said, you know, Duncan, I have the gratitude on my dashboard. Every morning I get in my car and I pick it up. So, you know, the whole thing is, it's a nice gimmick, great, but if you actually really use it and embrace it, it can really affect people dramatically.
Yeah. Well, you know, the experts in this area will tell you that you need anchors, right? Or reminders to, that's why people have life boards, you know, where they're looking at something all the time that reminds them of where they want to go, right? And that's what this is, right? It's an anchor to what you know is so important, but yet we forget. So we humans need anchors, literally, to remind us of the most important way to start a day.
Yeah.
And to your point, it goes beyond starting the day because it puts you in that state of reminder of what we need to do, even in other people and for other people.
Yeah. So it's not just about me and my gratitude, but it's about spreading this around.
Yeah.
And making sure that people do get it.
We need a reminder that that's really what it is. Yeah, you said that it is so hard sometimes, that person you said needs it the most.
Yeah.
Because they're putting off an energy of repellent, right? I mean, you know, when you see someone who's not in a good state, we as humans tend to go the other direction, right?
Yeah.
As a reminder and an anchor, the only way you're going to break that negative force field, if you will, is with a reminder, an anchor to be like, okay, you know, this is actually what they need.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you have these in your practice. Be like, you know what, you know, Janet, this is what you need. You hand them the bottle, right? It's like, and then, but what is it? It's a state breaker. They're going, what is this?
I know.
Right? Yeah. Now there's a conversation starting.
Yeah.
So it's more than just a reminder for us. It's something we give. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it feels so good to give it. And you can pick them up at my office and give them. We want to share this more with the group we work with.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
how do they get them? Where do you get them?
Well, that's a good question. We're still, I just got rid of the 500 that I did, and I got to make some more. But we'll put the little barcode on there, the QR code. So whenever you see this video, you just take a picture of it, and you'll be able to find it that way.
That's a good way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'm very
Thanks for
grateful
being
that we
here.
got a time to talk about this.
Gratitude.
Thank you.